Hello and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming Retro Walkthroughs. This Legend of Zelda A Link to the Past video is the 8th part of the complete walkthrough. There is only one heart piece to get, and then tackling the next dungeon for the 3rd crystal. From the Swamp Palace, you want to head to Death Mountain, so head in a northwest direction, and you will come across some posts to hammer down to continue on. Head up until you reach the broken bridge. Use the hammer for the post, and in the small gap, use your hook shot to get to the Death Mountain area. Follow the brown path all the way left until you see a signpost, and then head upwards and keep going upwards and follow the path upwards until you get to a cave entrance and enter. Defeat the enemies and be careful of falling, and go through the top door to the next level. Then use the hook shot to get over the large gap. Then use the magic cape to get past the blue obstacle and exit and get the heart piece. Jump down and a flying enemy will immediately attack you. Then head down, left and up to get into the Skull Woods. You want to head up to the section with the row of 9 purple flowers. Not sure if you can get past the hole. I went down left and around and past the other hole to reach that area. And then go up the bone tunnel and then down the other tunnel and enter the skeleton's mouth. You will be in a room with a few enemies. You have a new one, a returning mummy-like creature from the original game. They are tough to defeat and take a lot of hits to defeat them. Also, you have the return of the Wall Masters, hand-like enemies from the original game, but they won't come from the walls this time, they will drop from the ceiling. So you will have to continue to move, and when you hear a noise and a shadow to where you are, it's about to drop. And if you get grabbed, you will return to the start of the dungeon. And even in this first room, if you defeat the enemies and get grabbed by the Wall Master, the enemies will return. The easiest way to defeat these rooms of enemies is to use the bomb boss to take them all out. Then avoid the Wall Master. Also, defeating Wall Masters won't make a difference as they are unlimited. Grab the skull pot next to the door and then get the right hand statue and drag it to the switch. You will have to pull it from behind in order to access the door, and keep an eye out for the Wall Master. Avoid the Wall Master and use Bomb Boss to defeat all the enemies. Get the big key from the chest and then return to the first room and exit the dungeon. Go through the 2 bone tunnels, and in the middle of the blue flowers is an entrance to another part of the dungeon. Pick up a skull pot and throw it at the Helmosaur. Watch out for the fireball, which will now come in to where you are. Quickly get out, defeat the other enemy, and bomb the middle of the left wall and enter. Head down and left, hugging the wall to avoid the drop, and activate the switch. Then head down, defeat the enemies, and get the fire rod from the chest. This object will shoot out fire, and it uses the magic meter. Use the hookshot on either side to exit at the bottom exit. Head back up and go through the bone tunnels and go into the first dungeon entrance again. Immediately head through the left door and then through the next door, and in the new room, watch out for the Wallmaster and defeat the enemy and pick up the top left skull pot to get a key. Exit through the bottom door, head up through the left bone tunnel and use the fire rod to burn the wooden creature, I guess, and go through a new entrance to the dungeon. Defeat the enemies and pass the brick and stick to the right side to avoid the fire and go through the locked door. There is a Wallmaster in this room. Step on the star, pick up pots, and if you got full health, use your sword magic to defeat enemies on the way, but you can't really keep still. Activate the middle star, then the bottom left star. Activate the right hand side star, then the top right, and then exit through the right hand side door. In this room, use Bombast to take down the 3 mummies. There is a Wallmaster in this room. Then quickly, or they will reset, light all 4 braziers with flame. Move a skull pot near the middle right one first, and then use the lamp for the bottom and the middle left and right, then the fire rod for the top one, and exit through the left door. Use Bombast to defeat the enemies. There is a Wallmaster in this room, and then slash the top middle area to reveal an exit and go through it. Bombast the enemies, get the small key that one of them drops, exit through the locked right door, and then check to see if there's any potion in the skull pots, and heal or refill your magic, as dropping down the hole will take you to the dungeon boss fight. There is a variety of ways you can defeat the Moth boss. The room will start moving and you'll have to constantly avoid blade traps going around the room. The boss will shoot lasers at you. To defeat it by sword, it will take a lot of hits, and you got to be close and hit its wings. You can use the fire rod for more powerful attacks, and the hammer is effective as well. Another way is to release bees, as it's the only boss that bees will attack. The method I used is the magic cape, and then used the sword. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more RPG and the Legend of Zelda walkthroughs, plus achievement and trophy guides, secret and tips from the latest releases to retro games. Thanks for watching.